If there is a liquid gold business I will advise you to start this year, it is the palm oil business. There is a reason the Bible said you will flourish like the palm tree, because everything about the palm tree is useful and profitable. I am from Edo State and I was born in the village, so it is actually a very normal thing to see people do these things in the village. It is only in the city that a lot of us are actually ashamed to put our hands into some kind of businesses. In the village, 99% of us were into farming, so anything surrounding it was nothing to be ashamed about. And palm oil business, I will tell you firsthand, it is very profitable. I grew up watching my mom and aunties do this business, and that is where I got to know about storing palm oil and everything that has to do with it. Now, you don't actually have to have all the money to actually get into this business. That is one thing. What I have realized with palm oil business is that it's in sizes. But for you to say you don't want to get into it at all because you feel like you don't have enough capital is something that I want to discourage in this video. With as low as 50,000 naira and as high as 10 million naira, you can actually do this business. It all depends on where you want to start. I'm going to be talking more about it later in the video. Also, I'm going to be telling you the best time to buy, how to preserve your oil so that it doesn't get bad, how and who to sell it to, and everything you really need to get this business started. Every food has abundance season and scarcity season. That's why sometimes when you go to the market, onions will be so expensive. Like just one onion like this will be going for 500 naira, and it's so small because they will tell you it is not the season. And when it is the season, you can actually get 3 to 10 pieces of onions depending on the size for the same 500 naira. That is the same thing with the palm oil business. There is the abundance season and then there is the scarcity season. So when it is the abundance season, that is when you actually get to buy it in bulk and store for you to sell it later in the scarcity season. Now, from February to May is when the palm fruits produce most. This is what I call the abundance season, and at this time the prices usually come down. So let's say a 25 liters that was going for 50,000 naira, 55,000 naira at the peak period, at this time you can actually get it for 25 to 35,000 naira depending on where you are buying. And one thing with buying palm oil is that if you are buying it in the interior villages where they actually make it firsthand, it is usually cheaper when you are buying it in the towns. For example, I come from Ohodwa, and those of us in Ohodwa that are making this palm oil, people that come from towns, I'm not talking about cities now, people come from towns like Uromi, Irua to come and buy from us. Now they're actually going to get it cheaper because they are coming to the interior villages, and then they are still going to transport it with a sum to the towns. And then there are other people that will come from big cities like Benin, Lagos, Abuja, and come and buy from people in Irua and Uromi. Now those people are equally going to get it for another amount from them because they are not buying directly from us in the village. So that is just how it works. And then those that will not transport it to the cities will not add their own profit on it, and that is just why you see that something that you could have gotten for probably 20 to 25,000 naira in the interiors, once it gets to the big cities, it cannot go for as much as 45,000, 55,000 because a lot have been put into logistics. So while the abundance period is between February to May, the best time to actually sell this palm oil is the ember month. Now is the scarcity period. We're no longer getting much palm fruit again. So what happens at this time is that prices begin to go up. Now, another thing you want to note is that this is actually the festive season as well. People are in demand of oil at this time at every quarter because oil is something that is used everywhere. So at this point, restaurants have more walk-ins, and so they are going to need oil. People are buying more soap. Sales of most things go up in this period, and that does not exclude the palm oil as well. So the demand is more, there is scarcity, and that is where people actually make the most money. It's not as if you cannot sell it around June, July. The only thing is that it will not be as high as people that will wait to the ember month when the festive period peaks and then the scarcity equally peaks. Those that will sell at that time, they are still going to make more money than those that will be selling around June, July, August. If you are going to wait till the end of the year, you are going to be making more money, although the prices are not fixed. Now, I cannot tell you that if you are buying 25 liters, for example, for 25,000 naira, that there is a fixed amount you are going to sell it by December. But what I know is that most times you are always going to profit from it. You are not going to be selling it exactly the amount that you bought it. When it comes to palm oil, it's like gold. If you are buying it in the abundance season, there is every likelihood that you are going to make profit from it. If you are very familiar with the stock market, you will know that Presco as a company, they are always making profit yearly. Every time you get to buy their shares, you are actually 90% sure that you are going to make your money back. The reason is because of the kind of business they are dealing in, and that is the oil business. My husband has actually worked in this company before, and I can tell you firsthand that people are always queuing to buy oil from them. Okomu Oil, the same thing. Trucks are always waiting to get oil from these companies. Everyone is in need of oil, because think about it, almost every meal that you are making, you have to use red oil. Now think about factories that make soap, pasta companies, all this indomie that you're eating, spaghetti, they use oil to produce them. Yes, if you did not know before now, they use oil to produce these things, and they get it from these companies. So oil is always one commodity that is always high in demand. As at the time I'm recording this video, 25 liters of palm oil is going for 35 to 45,000 naira, depending on where you are buying it. And of course, if you are going to store it now till the end of the year when it is going to peak, it can sell for as much as 55,000 to 65,000 naira. Now, the reason why I said that no matter how much you have, you can actually go into this business, you know that it is not only in gallons that people sell oil. The regular person that goes to the market does not buy in 25 liters. It is actually those people who are selling that will buy in gallons. So it means that if you have just 2 gallons that you are able to buy and keep, you are still going to be making good money from it, because if you're selling in gallons and drums, you're going to be probably supplying factories, market women, people that are still probably going to sell it in smaller containers, and factories that are going to be using to produce soap, pasta, and the many other things that are going to be needing the oil for. Now, if you're buying 2 gallons or just 1 gallon, in those days, one of my aunties that does not like going to the farm, what she does is that after our mothers have actually done the hard work, she will come and buy from us, maybe just 1 or 2 gallons, and she will keep it. Guess what she's going to do when it is the peak period? Because even in the village, we still have peak periods where the oil becomes more expensive. Like I said, between February and May, it usually comes down. The prices are usually very fair. And then in the ember months and the celebration season, towards the end of the year, the prices usually go up. So what she does is that she's going to put it in a container and take it to the village market. And do you know she's going to be making even more money than somebody selling in gallons? Because when you are selling in smaller quantities, you are selling at the highest price. If you're selling in gallons, you're probably selling it to someone who is still going to sell using containers. But if you're using containers to sell, it means that you're going to be selling at the highest price. So for somebody who is selling in gallons, who is making like 10,000 to 15,000 naira profit, yours is going to be like from 25,000 naira to 30,000 naira profit on 1 gallon, just because you're selling in smaller quantities. So you're not going to be discouraged that you don't have the money to buy like 20 gallons, 50 gallons, or 100 gallons, as the case may be. Even with your 100,000 naira, your 50,000 naira, you can just buy 1 gallon and keep. Instead of you going to the market that period to start buying oil at that expensive rate, you can actually start using the oil. That works as well. So the money that you would have used at that point, you have saved it. Now, if you have 2 gallons and then you want to sell, you can sell in smaller bottles. So imagine you making like 30,000 naira profit from 1 gallon, another 30,000 naira profit from 1 gallon. That is you making 60,000 naira or even more just from those 2 gallons. So you don't have to say because you don't have the money to buy in bulk, you're not going to be a part of it. In Nigeria, we have states that we can actually call the oil producing states. You know the way crude oil is actually found in some parts of Nigeria. That is how some parts of Nigeria as well produce oil in larger quantities. And so we are talking Edo State, my very own state, Delta, Cross River, Akwa Ibom. Most south states actually have oil. We equally have the southeast, so we are talking in Anambra, Imo. I know of Ondo as well. Yes, all these Okitipupa people, I don't know if I pronounce that well, they actually have oil as well. And so what people who buy in large quantities do, they come to these oil producing states, they look for trusted sources. If you actually go to these towns and villages where the oils are being produced firsthand, it is very easy to actually locate people who will be supplying you this oil. And please, in all you do, buy good oils. If you don't know how to test for good oils, please take somebody with you who can actually help you test it. Now, when I go to the market, before I buy oil, I must use that my village sense to test the oil, because the oil that is good is like oil that I can use to eat yam. if you had used oil to eat yam before, like those of us that went to the farm, that is how to know an oil that is good. An oil that is not good, once you taste it, you will just know. It has a smell that you cannot just sit well with you, even though you don't even know how to taste oil before. When you taste something that is not sitting well with your system, even with the smell, you can actually tell. But if you know that you are not actually very sure, you can take somebody with you that will help you test this oil. Because if you're going to be selling to restaurants, to people who are actually going to be cooking with it, it may not be easy selling oil that have taste. But if you're going to be selling to factories, as long as the oil itself is not bad, it's just the smell, of course you can actually sell it to them, because most time they are using it to produce soap and all these things that we have mentioned before. So it does not really count as much as people who want to use it to cook. So yeah, if it is going to be oil for cooking, it has to be 100. But if it's going to be oil for factories who want to use it, also break it down and use it to make, other products, they can actually do well with those kind of oils. The only thing is that they may want to price you down because they feel like the oil has a bad smell. But other than that, we are good. So buying from these states that are oil producing states, you cannot take it to cities like Lagos, Kano State. The northerners, they don't actually produce palm oil. Just like over here, we don't produce rice, beans as much as they do. Also, they don't produce palm oil as much as we do over here. So if you are going to be selling in large quantities, like you are really going into this business with serious millions, you want to target those kind of states where you will be selling it at these peak periods. That is where you're actually going to be making most of your money from, because these states have real scarcity of the oil. Over here, we even have homes that actually produce oil by themselves and consume, but because they don't have it working for them like that over there, so both factories, individuals, they are all in need of palm oil, and if you are supplying to them, you are the one going to be making the money. Another thing I cannot forget to mention in this video is how best to store this oil. Now, if you are going to be buying in gallons, which most of us do, you want to make sure you're not keeping it on the tiles or on the floor just like that. You need to put planks on the floor and keep this oil on it, because if the oil is going to be in contact with the floor for a very long time, because of the cold that comes out from the floor, it is going to make this oil congeal, and when it congeals like that, it can start getting bad. So we don't want anything that will make us have wasted efforts. You are going to place planks on the floor where you're going to be keeping this oil, and then it should be in a cool, dry place. It shouldn't be somewhere that is damp. It shouldn't be somewhere that water easily just gets into. It should be in a cool, dry place. You know how you buy drugs and they will say keep in a cool, dry place. You buy this one, they'll say keep in a cool, dry place. So yeah, you should keep it in a room temperature, a cool, dry place, and of course it should not be in contact with the bare floor. And then the containers, which are the kegs you are going to be using, mostly people use that yellow 25 liters gallon. They have to be well covered. What people actually do is that they will put a nylon on top of it. So when you have filled it up, you put a nylon on top of it and then use the cover to cover it well. That way you know that it is well sealed, ready for the time you're going to be selling it. So if there is anything that I've left out in this video, let me know down in the comment section. And of course, if you have any questions, leave it down for me in the comment section as well. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel, because here I bring you business ideas, investment tips, productivity videos. So if this resonates with you, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone you know is going to be happy to see this type of content. Thank you so much, and see you in my next one.